15% of the total market share.
Now, Alice, we're going to go ahead and go through the SWOT analysis, and starting with the strengths. Build-A-Bear Workshop, which was founded on a vision of creating an interactive and self-empowering event for the consumers, essentially positioned itself into a very niche market. This strategy, coupled with a differentiation approach through customization, brand partnering, and licensing, has set a precedence in the industry, thereby providing a barrier to entry. Interactive teamwork constitutes the strengths of this business model, and the interaction involves the customers and the employees' efforts to build a successful product. This model uses a methodical process that instills a connection between the customer and the product. The connection manifests itself in a higher return customer ratio with the retail toy industry. This method provides an efficient utilization of space and therefore provides a higher return of square foot. This model uses a methodical process that instills a connection between the customer and the product. The connection manifests itself in a higher return customer ratio within the retail toy industry. This method provides an efficient utilization of space and therefore provides a higher return per square foot. The uniqueness of the Build-A-Bear model has reached untapped markets, thereby breaking the seasonal cycle trend within the traditional toy industry. The result has been evenly distributed returns throughout the year, providing a cash flow balance that can be more predictable and manageable. An example of this is their recent commitment to the retail stores outside of their traditional shopping mall and in the interactive gaming world. With Build-A-Bear's innovative fervor, it is listed as the top 10 retailers in the U.S., has 346 company stores and 62 franchises globally. With this type of perpetuation in the marketplace, it increases its networking resourcefulness and corporate efficiencies to compete. Children throughout the world are growing up much faster, and their playtime preferences are changing. Children's tastes are maturing and becoming more sophisticated at a younger age. The availability, the market for products such as teddy bears designed for children is just shrinking. Another weakness is the inability at attracting new customers. It's a weak spot of Build-A-Bear. Most business is repeat business. About 80% of the customers are repeat customers who plan their visit in advance. And some of the opportunities, the largest opportunity since the company's inception has been the buildabear.com website. This concept has allowed the continued interaction with the product on a virtual level as an enhancement to the familiar physical brick and mortar experience. This unique opportunity of expansion has attracted at least 10% more guests to the stores and opened a broad range of prospective markets as it gains access to millions of data entered by the guests. This data can then be collected via the internet and analyzed for future market segments. Video games technology is a key focus to gain differentiation. And another one of the threats is that the continued decline in the global economic conditions could lead to a decline in the consumer demand for the product, which will have an unfavorable effect on profitability. Consumer spending is currently down due to the existing economic condition, high levels of unemployment, and negative consumer perception of economic conditions. Build-A-Bear operates in a highly competitive market, facing competition from many different angles.
Dr. Orlando, did you find anything when you went down there?
Well, I went to Build-A-Bear and there wasn't really too much going on. I tried to interview someone, but there was no one really there for me to talk to. But I did get your cat for your niece's birthday. Dress it up all nice like you asked.
This is what you came up with?
Yeah, she'll love it.
Guess it'll have to do. She's not really my favorite niece.
Well...
Well, what?
Well, what are we going to do?
Oh, you mean about the sales thing? I don't know, you guys are the doctors. I just get paid to make sure you guys don't kill anybody. Which in actuality turns out to be a lot more difficult than one would imagine.
So what, you're just going to sit there and wait for us to come up with some miracle recommendation?
Actually, I was thinking about getting lunch while you guys put those medical degrees to work. I think I might go to the food court. I hear that new Chinese place has some good samples.
Did you have a nice lunch? Because while you were out, we took the liberty of making you look good and came up with some recommendations, hopefully to reverse Mr. Build-A-Bear's symptoms and put his company back on track.
My lunch? Well, I immediately regretted my decision when I saw a little kid carrying Sbarros, but I guess there's always tomorrow. Oh, sorry, go ahead with your grand diagnostic genius that's going to make me look good.
Well, it's obvious that we need to focus on attracting more customers. We can all agree on that, correct?
Yeah.
We can increase brand awareness and get more customers in the store by placing ads in local papers, kids' entertainment magazines, even offering select first-time buyer discounts. Since most of Build-A-Bear's customers are return customers, we just need to focus on getting people in the store, because that data shows that once someone purchases a Build-A-Bear, they're likely to come back again in the
I
future.
was thinking we could do some sort of campaign where if you refer a friend, you get 25% off. This may decrease per unit profits in the short term, but in the long run, the extra sales will pick up the retention rate.
And co-branding with a major retail store such as Target would also create more visibility for Build-A-Bear products. Target currently allows Boots, a makeup retailer, to place an independent sales rep at a station by the Boots makeup section to provide makeup consultation, advice, and free makeovers. The Boots makeup consultant is not an employee of Target but reports directly to Boots Retail USA. We recommend that Build-A-Bear make a similar offer to co-brand with a high-traffic retailer such as Target during seasonal holidays. The seasonal section in the Target store changes every year and has the flexibility to implement this, especially in high-volume stores that have a higher profit potential.
I thought you guys were going to come up with something I hadn't already.
So you knew the whole time?
Of course I did. Well, to be fair, not the whole time. And then movie theater thing, that was a nice touch.
And you were just going to let us sit here struggling for solutions? When did you figure it out?
I was about 3 bites into my disappointing lunch when it hit me. I saw a kid from my old Marketing 370 class with Professor Olson. I thought, how do you get more customers to a store that has such good customer retention rate and a unique experience for buyers? I'm actually surprised it didn't come to me earlier.
So what now?
Now is the easy part. Now we get to decide who gets to tell Mr. Build-A-Bear the good news. Usually I would elect myself in this kind of circumstance, but I'm kind of tired from all the life-saving I've done today. Dr. O'Brien, why don't you take this one? You always used to like stuffing your own toys.
Good news, Mr. Build-A-Bear. We figured out the problem, and you'll be out of here quickly.
See, sweetheart, I told you everything was going to be fine. Look, I brought your favorite teddy bear so you can feel more comfortable.
Well, not so quickly. We have some recommendations for you. But in order for you to turn business around in the right direction, you're going to have to make some changes.
Whatever you say, Doc. I can't afford to lose my loyal customers.
I like your commitment, and I wish you the best. And if you got any questions regarding prescriptions or anything, please feel free to contact us.
Thanks, Doc. Look out, American Girl, because I'm back.